All right, hello everyone. Sorry about the delay. Um, Tiago went to take a poop. We were waiting for him to come back, which he hasn't. He'll be back eventually.
Yeah, eventually.
Yeah. Another week, another Pint Series race. This week we're at a very hot Barcelona. I know it's only 33 track temp currently, but it's also 9 a.m. So it will be much, much, much hotter for the race itself.
Yeah, give me that 40C plus.
Oh yeah. There's also a very slight chance of rain. Very, very, very slight. We'll see. We'll see what the weather simulation does. Same format as always. 30 minutes of quali split into two. AMs and silvers go out on track first for the first 15 minutes, followed by pros and gold. Bit of a light grid today, only what, 27 cars?
Yeah, 27.
Yeah, so I know that, as I was saying earlier, summer's kind of coming up. People having stuff to do outside of the house. Supposedly. I wouldn't know. I don't know what outside is like anymore.
Man, you were just gone for like a week up in the mountains. Shut up.
Yeah, inside.
Oh.
Yeah, I didn't go out in the mountains. There's shit outside in the mountains.
There's like bears and mountain lions and...
Yeah. Other people. Ooh.
Yeah, that's the worst part.
Yeah, bears
and mountain lions all day. Yeah, because you can shoot a bear if it attacks you or like comes at you.
I don't think you can in the state of California.
Oh, is it because it's on the flag?
I guess. Can you shoot a bear? Let's find out.
Somebody in chat like Google that. Like, is it legal to defend you? Like, if you're defending yourself
in California, it's illegal to shoot a black. I don't know about grizzly, but it's illegal to shoot a black bear because they're considered a game mammal and they require permission to kill.
Oh. Is there not like a, unless it's in self-defense type thing? Like, it's coming right for us, like in South Park.
Shooting a protected bear in defense of property such as horses is not a valid ground. Okay, so self-defense is legal.
Okay.
It can be a valid defense. You're still going to get charged.
But did it say not valid if it's like eating your horses?
Yes.
Really? So if a black bear is eating your horse, you just have to go,
you just got to like, well, I guess we're eating horse meat for the next 2 months.
Guess I'm getting a new horse.
Yeah.
Well, so, TIL, don't go to California and get attacked by a black bear.
There's plenty of reasons to not go to California.
That's very true.
Yes.
What's up, Ferris, with the 10-month subscription?
Ooh, welcome, Ferris.
Flushing that money down the toilet. He gets it all back.
Yeah.
Like, it all goes into his account.
Yeah, it's still tied to his PayPal.
Yeah, like, we haven't spent any of the money on anything. It's all just sitting in his PayPal.
No, he spent it all in gas for the Lambo.
If anyone is listening, I would like anyone to know that we're forming a union. Chris, Tiago, and I. And we're gonna go against Ferris, who's been keeping our wages.
Right.
Ferris has been holding off on our $3 a month or whatever we're getting off of this stream.
Do you know how much $3 are in Brazil? Damn it.
$15?
$15.
Actually, yeah.
Now hang on. Now the money that's we get from Prime, is it in Canadian dollar dues? Is it American dollars?
It's American dollar dues.
Okay.
Yep.
Right.
Yeah.
Pit lane report from Dale coming in. Union Buster sighted. That's our first pit lane report from Dale.
Uh-oh.
What is a Union Buster?
It's who Amazon sends around to rip apart all your union posters and threaten to fire you if you talk about unionizing.
Oh, got it. Roger.
Amazon.
Just like all those bosses that say, hey, you can't talk about wages. Bullshit, you can't.
Mm-hmm.
Yep, legally it's a federally protected discussion. They can't stop you from doing it. Same with talking about unions.
Yep.
So, anyway, back to what do we got? First times, Paul Renault, P1.
So what?
So we're learning things. We've learned today that you can't shoot black bears in California if it's eating your horse.
Or cow, or any other animal.
Yeah, and you're allowed to discuss wages.
I mean, it's on the state flag.
Yeah. No, it's a game animal. Like you have to get a license. To
License, yeah. But it only
okay.
it applies to black bears, so I think grizzlies are fine because what is it? If it's black, fight back. If it's a grizzly, then if it's brown, lay down or some shit like that.
I don't have any
But
idea.
like later. But
No,
like,
yeah, it's true. So
is it like
black bears you can scare away. Grizzly
Yeah, you just
bears,
have to act big.
which are brown, will fuck you up.
oh
Yeah,
They
you try
will
to act
if you
big
if
with
you try to
grizzly,
act
and they're
big, they'll be
"All
like,
right, cool."
oh, okay.
Yeah,
it's game
we're
time.
doing this, huh? Let's go.
any bear like, bruh, like
No, black.
nobody here
No,
can
black bears
Black
will
bears-
run away.
Yeah, they're the ones you typically see on the YouTube channels going through like trash bins and stuff like that, and you scare them away and they run. Like they'll
Yeah,
run back.
make a loud
cartoons.
noise, start screaming, and they'll run away.
But grizzly bears are the big brown ones you see that are like catching fish in a stream, and then like, so people that go up in Alaska, they have to carry like a 357 on them at all times because that's the only thing that you can kill a fucking bear with.
Yes. Have you seen the bear mace canisters? They look like a fire extinguisher. Like,
Damn.
yeah, those things are insane. Melissa saying they live in Siberia. Holy shit. Well, welcome from Siberia. If a bear is near me, you'll shoot it. Yeah.
Jorgensen says grizzlies need to unionize. All right, get some representation out here.
And Nick Alvarado has no idea what a bear is.
So I used to go to, well, I say I used to go to, I went to Colorado on a family vacation one time, and we went to climb a mountain, and my uncle told me, he's like, hey, if you see a bear, run downhill. And I was like, all right, well, because if bears are four-wheel drive, and if you run downhill, no, literally, if you run downhill, there's a chance that they'll trip over themselves because they
Yeah.
have all four legs pumping. If you go uphill, you're fucked.
Oh yeah, they'll catch you.
Yeah.
Because you're slow and they're like kind of catch up.
Yeah.
Oh.
So your best chance is to run downhill in hopes that they trip over themselves and you can get away.
Yes.
That's actually intelligent as shit. That's
Yeah.
nice.
Or
Bear
bring a
facts.
friend that's slower than you.
Yeah, all you gotta do is trip them and run faster.
Yeah.
Oh, I kill
that's-
myself at the treadmill. Like, the one thing I cannot be is fucking slow.
Although Tiago, like if he brought a friend, he would slow down and be like, no, you go ahead. Because he was just sandbagging, running away from the bear.
Oh, no. I would probably try to hold the bear.
So Jared into P1 by 0.007.
Oh, shit.
Yeah, Jared in P1, he is back in the pits as we see a couple of cars making their way down to cross the line. Miller is going to jump up into P7. I think that was Diggs behind him, up into P6. It's a very, I've seen a couple of cars sliding around. So I think the track is very slippery. It is optimum though, so optimum grip, but it's kind of warm. Although not as warm as it will be for the race, that's all I'm saying.
Yes. It's 9 a.m., 32 air, 33 track. It's gonna get hotter.
It's
Yeah, I
going
wonder
to
if they're-
get very hot.
I wonder if their tires are orange already.
We can see some streams.
We did a race, it was at Bathurst, and we bumped it up to the real world record of Australian temperatures. It was like 127 degrees Fahrenheit or something like that, which was like 40 some odd C. Basically as high as the game would allow me to put it. And as soon as you left the pit lane, your tires turned orange.
Bruh.
Yeah, I think Bathurst, the highest you can get on track? Like 51 on track temp?
I don't
something like
even
that?
remember.
Because I know you can't, so Bathurst is, they give you all this freedom to set the weather, but then if you put like 10 degrees on Bathurst, it's 20.
Yeah.
Because that's the lowest it can go, versus if you put 10 degrees on, where were we last week? Monza, it's actually 10 degrees.
Because Italy is
So-
colder than Australia. Makes sense.
Lewis with they're overrun with geese. Are you Canadian?
Canadian geese are horrible.
Oh, yeah.
Paul Renault on a banger. See if he can hold the 6/10 to the final corner.
Yeah, Canadian geese are fucking terrible.
That's going to be a 44.
They got like those sharp ass teeth and they just come at you.
Yeah.
There was a
Zero
video
else.
in Seattle that we have a little, it's actually a pretty big like lake kind of in the middle of the city, Green Lake, and then there's geese around it. And there was a video last summer of this homeless dude being harassed by a geese and he just grabs it by the neck and just throws it on the ground. Like zero fucks given. You can see the goose get a little like, what the fuck just happened, and just walks away. Like, whoa, I was not expecting that.
Okay, I'm sorry.
Yeah, my folks have a ranch, and they've got an island in the middle of the pond where the geese, lay their eggs and stuff like that. And the horses will go out there and swim in the pond, and they'll walk up onto the island, and the geese will legit run them off. Like, they fly up at them and try to bite them and stuff, and the horses will run away from the geese because they're fucking horrible.
Well, yeah, horses are scared of their own shadow.
That's true.
When do you have geese in Argentina? What the f?
Yeah, usually they're the ones chasing it down so they can steal them and eat them.
They make gangs and they like start chasing them around. Oh god.
Oliveira with a super banger lap moves up into P2.
Oh shit.
Yeah, kind of came out of nowhere as we were talking about geese and whatever the hell we were talking about. The 45.3. Bruce Hopkins about to improve massively, so is Chamilio.
Yeah, Chamele's got almost a full second.
I am more astonished a Porsche hold P1 right now. In this track, this is not usual. Oh, Brian did.
Yep, just as I called it, Alvarado said that his uncle had geese, and then they got stolen and put into a barbecue, so... There you go.
Dave didn't get the best exit. He's going to lose probably 3/10 coming out of the final corner.
Yeah, he's still holding steady to move up to probably P5. There you go. There he goes,
Yep.
P5.
Gerard was in a good lap, but Curzon spun in front of him. He had to bail on the lap, but he has 2 more chances if I'm not mistaken.
Yeah, he should have enough to do 2 more flying laps here. Has anyone lined up at the pit exit yet? No, I don't see anybody.
Let me check that personally.
No, they're also sitting there.
No
Empty
tryhards
pit
this
lane.
week.
That's probably
Although,
not true.
if you look at the pit lane order, Nick Alvarado is 24, and Hutch is right behind him in 25. So we'll see which one of those two gets out of the pit quicker.
You spoke too soon? Yellow Porsche in the pit lane.
Jared just decided to bail out on his lap.
Yes.
John Lukey, the lesser, is almost, well, he was about 7/10 up on his previous time as he goes through the last couple of corners here. Lost a little bit of time. I've seen everyone in the Lexus today get very loose. So I don't know if the Lexus just isn't happy here. I can't. I refuse to keep up with all of ACC's stupid changes.
I don't know about the BOP, but like car-wise, the Lexus would probably be bad because his strength is straight line speed, and there's only one decent straight you can capitalize on.
Lukey goes P2, only 1/10 off of Renault, and he has the best sector 1 by a 10. So if he can get some time in sectors 2 or 3,
Nick's car is moving.
Should go up and get P1 and silvers and P1 overall out of the silvers and AMs. Nick is moving. He is. Look at that.
Nick currently lining up.
What a clown. Did he cross the line? Looks like a penalty to me.
So. Well, he's still under the pit lane.
Wallace follows close by.
So
Hutch,
Renault,
that's Tez,
should have just enough time to get another hot lap in, another flying lap as he makes his way around the final chicane. God, I hate this chicane. This is such an unnecessary part of the track. I don't know why it's in there.
Also, like, since you're talking about parts of the track, just remembering that the turn called La Caixa, the last hairpin, was changed in the current World Series. It's less of a hairpin, it's more flowy, leading into Elf.
Gould was up on his time, but he invalidated, so he's going to pull over and head back to the pit.
Sorry, not Elf. Leading in Bank Sabadell.
Yeah, so Renault is on his last flying lap. He is about dead even with his best time. Not finding much of an improvement through the first sector so far. As
Welcome,
we
Vicini.
see all of the AMs and the golds going out on track.
And
See him on the
couple
track map there.
Coming to the final corner. Lost it all on the exit of the final chicane.
Just as I switched over to him, so Renault and Diggs are the last two, other than Miller, the last two cars still in a flying lap, and they're both not
Diggs just
improving.
invalidated.
As Renault goes down the super long straight down into the corner that is now shaped differently in real life.
Renault is the only last chance you. He's already pole, so he has very little to gain here.
Yeah, he doesn't really have much to gain. He is improving. He found about a 10th, but for the most part, he is right around dead even. Will anyone stop Nick's dominance? No. He does. Oh, that was a terrible chicane.
He hit all three curbs.
He knows it. He knows it. We know it.
Good job, Paul. Good job, Paul Renault.
As we go on, follow Nick Alvarado, the first of the pro cars to go out on track. He doesn't have his resident setup person today, so this is going to be interesting.
He was complaining on the voice chat that his car was quote unquote turning too much,
which is surprising. But again,
yes,
keep in mind the track will get much hotter.
Oh my god. Yes, it'll get hot. Very hot.
So the weather settings are supposed to be 0.03 cloud and 0.05 rain, but I don't see any clouds in the sky.
What does it mean 0.5 rain if there's no rain?
It's like a...
I think we should skip this question and say that Alvarado starting his lap. He's doing the C turn. Going in the direction of Voot's turn and Kamsa.
Well, the rain setting is supposed to be the minimum base rain, and then the variability goes off of that. So 0.005 is not much of a chance of rain.
No, it's not. But
had you put like 0.1, then we probably would have seen some rain. But 0.05 is not going to produce rain, I don't believe.
No, there were a couple of times when I bounced the practice server where 30 minutes there was a light drizzle in the practice. So
that would be fun as shit.
That's what I kind of was hoping for, that there was just the slightest of chances, like the last 20 minutes of the race, there's a light drizzle and makes the track greasy, just to make people stop again.
I would pay good money to watch that. That would be good.
But like I said, unfortunately, I can't like have scripted weather because ACC doesn't support that. So I'm kind of, stuck with what I got.
Wouldn't it be cool to have that Gran Turismo mechanics, like 5 spots, and you're like this, and this?
Yeah, I mean that's what R Factor does. You can set, like the probability of rain. What they do, there's a plugin for R Factor called, I think it's called Real Weather. Actually, I don't remember exactly. But what you do is you get an API key for a weather service, and you can set historical weather. It'll literally go back, so it's like if the race was on May 5th, 2018 at like 3 p.m., it'll query the weather API for that location and set the weather to that.
That is so damn cool. Damn.
That's what the 6 hours of Le Mans that I unfortunately we all kind of pulled out of that happened today. They're using the real today's weather at Le Mans, which just happened to be dry, but like that's what you do, and that's what I want. But no, ACC, their weather simulation is too advanced for us mere mortals, so
yes,
we can't.
Carl and Nick with the same time on the first lap.
Yeah, Juan Kairos out of nowhere.
I was about to say, who saw that one coming?
Very strong, apparently.
Yeah, with a 44.6, already 1/10 up on both Nick and Carl. I mean, Nick isn't improving as much as I would have thought he is. I mean, he's only about 2/10 up, as Kairos invalidates.
Yes, he ate massive portions of sand. It was not my fault, I swear.
And
I mean, they're
Nick
both
is actually
a 10th faster than Renault.
So Nick is going to go P1, but he's only going to go P1 by 0.07 of a second, 0.06 of a second, which isn't
improves as well.
A lot of time. Murray has enough to go pole. As we'll see if he throws it all the way in the final chicane here.
Oh, he's gaining.
He is gaining, but these sausages, oh, that's beautiful. Look at that. He
That's
didn't lose any
wonderfully
time.
done.
Oh, he lost a little bit. But he still has just enough to go pole. By less than a tenth. There you go.
Top
8,000ths of
four
a
is
second.
less than a tenth, yeah. Whole top four is less than a tenth. Damn,
Who else do we got
that's
improving?
competitive.
Carl was about a tenth up. He is about a tenth up, so
massively.
I think Carl is gonna go up to P1
Yeah.
now.
Hutch got held up a little bit though by, I believe that was Wallace.
As
He's a
Carl is
second faster
not gonna
than
go
previous.
P1 because he threw it all the way into chicane.
Yeah, if Hutch can hold that full second that he's got, he'll be pole by a couple tenths.
Yeah, pole by a mile considering the standards right now.
Well, the good news is Hutch is the only car on track that probably doesn't have to worry about the curbs at the chicane.
He's a Lexus. No, Ferris.
There's some Ferris.
B.
There's Dylan Beveridge in the BMW. Tez is here in his BMW.
Wallace is in
The
Aston as well.
Lexus, I've seen it get very loose when it jumps the curbs.
Oh, really?
The Merc, I could, like, Luis is probably good.
For sure. But the Aston's always good on curbs. Always a good bet.
Yeah, Hutch lost a little bit coming out of the final corner there as he jumped the final chicane.
Yep, not enough to take him P1. Nick Alvarado put in a banger of a lap with a 44.2. So he's finding his groove.
This is the only track my fastest lap ever is in an Aston. Yes, I am disgusted by it. Yes. 43.2. Before the match.
So Murray is tucked in behind Rado, so you got two Porsches that are gonna tow each other around the track.
Yep,
Rado's about to
I'm
put in his first time.
sticking with Carl here because Carl was about 6 tenths up, but he lost 2 of them down in the hairpin. He is gaining some of it back though. But I don't think this is going to be enough to get him pole. At least not as it stands. So the top 4 are not improving on their last laps. Hutch is actually
Oh,
yellow
Carl's
flag.
invalidated.
He's throwing it all away. Carl has invalidated, so he cut the chicane a little too much.
I think he went too wide on the exit.
Let's just detail Alvarado's day. He woke up 30 minutes ago. He said, "Oh, there's a race," and now he's pole by 3 tenths.
But he's done that the
That's-
last 2 weeks in a row.
I
Yeah,
know,
I
but
feel like
that's infuriating.
And he
30,
does it on Mondays too.
30 minutes is a long time for him to be awake.
Yeah, normally he wakes up 5 minutes before.
He woke up during the final of AM scoring. Yes.
Yeah, I mean, I
That's
think
crazy.
last week or 2 weeks ago he joined the server as quali was starting, so
That's absolutely crazy. That's crazy.
yep.
He's
So
an esports driver. Like, what do you want?
Nick is in the pits. He changed some tire. He did some random monkey clicks probably. Yes, the setup. It's made of setup.
Bump stop made out of bump stops.
As
He's
we
still good.
Barris is still improving a little bit.
That car, we're finding chunks of time out there.
I know I'm gonna switch over to him and make him lose all of it here in a second as we watch
No,
Ferris move up to
why?
P16.
No.
I'll let you know whenever he gets to the final chicane.
Yeah, he's in the hairpin now.
Watch
So
out for
still
Rados as
still
well.
6 tenths up, but he's losing some of it.
Did Rados disappear?
Rados
Rados
did
is in
not.
the
He's
pit.
in the pits.
Oh, he was up 5 tenths. Oh, never mind. Sorry.
It was Carl avoiding the hell out of those curbs, staying clear of the exit sausage. Still
Yeah,
6
he's
tenths
gonna
up.
gain a
Carl's
little
gonna
bit.
move up to P1 by a
Or-
tenth.
44-1. That's a banger.
And he only has the best first sector.
Yeah, so he still has a little bit of improvement.
He has the only sector one. His
he's-
only sector, but it's by a mile.
Dylan Beveridge with the pigeon livery. Hopefully he has a better week than last week where he got caught out a couple of times, got a drive through, then got a stop and go as he was serving his drive through.
Yeah, he just invalidated his time. So that's your fault.
Curse. That is my fault. Everything's my fault. Global warming, my fault.
Headshot.
How many confirmed kills do you have so far?
Neither confirm nor deny in case the FBI is listening.
There you go.
The American Sniper, the movie,
As
featuring Falcon. Yeah.
as they did last year.
Old Paul killing black bears and falcons.
Not just falcons, peregrine falcons. I think they're like endangered.
Probably.
Kind of shit
We're
puts you in
going there
jail.
again.
Do you want to do falcon facts again?
Ooh, yeah.
Let's go. Let's roll.
I don't have anything ready.
Hey, well, why
Google it
ask?
real quick. Yeah. Just throw something on Google. I'm sure there's something.
You can ask me. Are you one of those people that ask me if I need any help, and when I say yes, you're like, oh fuck.
No.
When you have food and you offer like, do you want some? Ah, of course. Oh, damn it. Didn't have offer.
To be fair though, I do that too.
I googled fun facts about falcons. So 10 fun facts about falcons. Number 1, falcons are fast, really fast. No shit.
Wow. Yeah.
Is this like a
never would've
child's?
figured.
Is this a child's book?
I don't know. They can see better than you. Scientists estimate that falcon vision is 8 times better than humans.
No shit. I can't see a fucking fish from like, or a rabbit from 600 feet up.
Blind as a bat as well.
You know?
So.
Like, especially in the forest where they hunt for shit. I don't know, on the mountains.
So, much like the iconic bald eagle, the peregrine falcon suffered heavily in North America from the widespread use of pesticide DDT, which is a weed killer.
That is actually a good fact.
The chemicals accumulated in falcons' prey, killing adult birds and weakening the shells of their eggs. They nearly went extinct before DDT was banned, and it was removed from the endangered species list in 1999.
Oh,
shit.
So it's not endangered.
There you go.
So I won't go to jail.
That's actually a good fact, yeah. That's a great fact.
Why is Dylan running a falcon livery? If they're not endangered. Who gives a shit about falcons?
I think you can only run livers of endangered animals. It's the only liver we can run, sorry. What's your animal again? No, not having, sorry.
Yeah, these facts are not fun. They're boring.
Oh.
But there you go. They're no longer endangered.
Misleading facts about
Well, you know.
falcons.
So now if you hit one with your car, don't feel bad so bad.
Going back, Alvarado's improving tinily, but he still has one more flying under his
I hit a crow
wing.
with my car the other day.
You
So
did?
I was taking the off ramp off the freeway to go home, and it was after it rained, and they were on the side of the on ramp or off ramp. There was like a group of 5 or 6 of them. I don't know. They were drinking water, eating some roadkill, whatever the fuck they do. And then as I drove by, one of them tried to fly away directly into my bumper.
Nice.
Like I heard the thud.
Oh,
Now is this on your Tesla?
No, this is on the old car.
Okay.
Yeah. Like I heard the
Alvarado
thud.
improves, but not enough.
Because wouldn't the Tesla like freak out if something flew in front of it?
Oh yeah, I'm sure it would. And I know crows don't forget. That's why I'm like, every time I go outside now, I look up. I'm like, fuck, the family's gonna come fuck me up.
I mean, they do call them a murder.
They do.
Like a group of crows is a murder.
I'm about to get shit on by like multiple birds.
I mean, if you watch Alfred Hitchcock's movie called The Birds, it is mostly crows that peck people's eyeballs out.
Yes. I also watched The Raven. The original. Was there a TV show called Raven?
Well, there's also a movie called The Crow with Brennan Lee.
No. I thought you were gonna say Russell Crowe, which would have been way better.
Oh my fucking...
Oh, well, that's the movie that Brandon Lee got killed in.
That's So Raven, exactly. See,
Get
they never
the
forget.
Fudge out of here. That's So Raven was a kid's show on like Nickelodeon. What's her name?
they
Raven
bring-
Simone or something like that.
No, they brought back iCarly. That's what they brought back. She reenacted that meme where she's like smug looking at the computer or whatever.
Oh,
Yeah.
great.
What's that, Carly, again?
The TV show
It's some TV show on Disney Channel.
about kids with an internet TV show or something like that, like
Yeah.
a podcast or some bullshit. I don't know.
That's
Back
awfully
when the
real
internet was
nostalgia.
cool. Dorsch up in a P15. The top 15 cars are separated by less than a second.
Alvarado was P1 before, and he also improves, not a lot, but he improves even more.
Yeah, I mean, he's only 25 thousandths of a second up on Carl. I wish Carl had more time, but Carl is in the pits, so there's no way he can beat him. I don't think Kairos is gonna do that much to improve. Juan Kairos up into P3.
Yeah.
That is not something I would have expected to say today.
Ferrari must be awesome in here. It's not the first Ferrari. I think in AM there was Guilherme de Oliveira had awesome results as well.
Yeah, Guilherme had a very good qualifying.
I'm excited to see the Honda Lexus drag race to turn 1.
I'm excited to see them not go 3 wide again.
Don't bet on that.
Wait, yeah, I was gonna say, who's not going 3 wide?
It's not a safe bet. It's asking to lose money.
So Jixer's going to improve. He's going to move up to 7th or 8th here. 6th, even better.
Banger.
Yep. Tez is going to jump up a couple of spots up into 12. And then we got Dylan Sauer, who should move up at least a couple of spots here. So he's going to go up to P15.
That closes it out.
And that is the end of quali. Hutch could not beat Alvarado. He is all the way down into P4. Juan Kairos being splitting him and Carl Big. God damn it.
Sorry.
Whoa.
I told you I'm too charges for this.
Hey,
Are you
4 wide? You shut your mouth. We're not doing 4 wide.
Are you applying penalties by yourself today?
Yes, sir.
Good luck.
What do we have a lawyer on retainer for if you have to do it by yourself?
No, I chose to do it this.
How much would like a retainer for a Brazilian lawyer cost? Like $5, you think?
What do you mean by retainer?
It's the money that you have to pay them before they'll start working for you.
Yeah.
Basically, it's a down payment on lawyer services.
Mm-hmm.
Oh no, that's specific to lawyer. I will never know that. But lawyers in Brazil are so expensive. Nobody actually hires one. They just try their luck with the public one.
Public
Now
defender
is
Brazil.
is Victor going to be a public defender, or is he going to be a private?
God only knows. If he's smart, private. Yes. We don't pay a lot for public defenders. Yes.
Do Brazilian lawyers get threatened?
No, because they're also thugs. So they threaten people a lot of the time.
All right. So as I was saying, the track is considerably hotter.
Whoa.
Up to 44 Celsius. So
let's fucking go.
rest in peace, Nick Alvarado and his tires.
Rip. You might see a double pit stop here.
I hope so. That's what I want to see. I want to see carnage. I want to see death. But not about like Monza T1 death. Like I want to see cars just flying off on their own.
I don't want to, because I'm the executioner. I don't want to give execution orders.
He's judge, jury, and an executioner. He's gonna just.
Yes.
He's what? Judge Judy and an executioner?
Judge Judy.
Judy. Hi, my name's Judy. Yes.
I don't think they have Judge Judy in Brazil.
We have a lot of judges.
No, we have there's a TV show in America called Judge Judy, who she makes.
The dude from Providence? Oh no.
Bro, she makes so much money.
She makes more money than any other TV person. I think she makes like 8 to 10 million a year.
Bruh. Whoa. She has like an empire. It's crazy.
Yeah.
Whoa.
She has her own like network of judge shows now. What does she do? She just. So in the US, you can sue anybody for anything higher than, if your claim is 200, I think what, 250? You can sue people. So like, let's say Chris Turner came to my house and fucking broke my window, and my window costs more than 250 to repair, and he doesn't want to pay me, I can take him to small claims court.
Yep.
And we can go in front of a judge, and I can tell the judge, he broke my window, he won't pay me, and the judge would be like, fuck you, pay him. That's what she does.
So her show first aired on September 16th, 1996.
But are they allowed to televise a public judgment from the U.S. court?
Yeah.
Yeah. Okay, never mind. Apparently I've been corrected. She makes 47 million a year.
Yeah, She's been on TV for 25 seasons with 6,280 episodes.
Holy shit.
He makes $50 million a year.
How does she get all that money?
Because
TV?
people watch it.
People
It's just
love
sheer
reality.
numbers?
It's reality TV, bro. It's daytime reality TV.
Yeah.
I know, it's just sheer number of viewers or it's like sponsorship?
So,
like,
yeah, so
how?
Tiago, there's a lot of the US that's people without jobs.
Fair.
There's like the flyover states. Some are ranchers, some are hardworking people, some are just slobs. Same with California. I mean, it's the same everywhere. And then there's a fuck ton of old people in America.
I know, but like, what? How? Like, that's a lot. That's not just viewers. It has to have something else around.
Well, she does. I think she does like no. That's the salary she gets from the network. So that's her salary. She does endorsements and stuff too, I'm sure. And she does
Yeah,
public
that's
appearances, and I
right.
don't fucking know what else. But
Okay. Okay, it's
And
like
then
what
there's-
she's doing, all what the program's doing.
there's
Well, and also-
reruns. There's syndication, like
Yeah,
old
she's syndicated.
shows and stuff. Yeah.
I
So they run reruns, but you can also, they put their phone number on there, so you can call in if you have like a lawsuit or something like that. And if they think it's TV worthy, they will bring you on and put you on TV.
makes all the sense in the world, yeah.
Like I was just reading, like skimming her wiki, they've got like 65 to 75 people that their job is just to browse through small claims lawsuits, like all across the country, and decide which ones they want to put on TV, and then they bring them in.
Alright. Yeah, complimenting that, they'll just is saying the judge shows are not actual courtrooms but legally mediators where the plaintiff and
They like
defender
agree
agree.
to they agree to. So
It's not
race
official, they
has
just
has started.
decide.
Nick is gonna get the drag race down into turn 1 as we see people behind going 3 wide. Some are actually trying to go 4 wide. I think I saw Artem down in the background with Wallace. Barcelona is a very wide track, so if there's one track you're gonna do it. As we see, Artem is under a yellow flag. We have a
Artem and Dylan, or no, that's Dylan Sauer.
yep
And Artem.
big accident down into turn 1. As
Towards the end of the grid. Yes.
Tiago is
Paris was
gonna go
sideways for a
Judge
second.
Judy for us.
Yeah. I want my 47 million if you guys
Bro, if I had
Jackson, no.
47 million to pay you, I wouldn't be here.
for sure. I'll be muted if
I
you
would
guys
be
need
at
anything,
Brands
just call me.
Hatch driving the real GT3.
Oh, please. Did you see those times? Oh, God.
You know, I see those races and I think maybe we're not that shitty.
No, definitely. No, New World's a very high standard. Yeah.
You know, and those people have something to lose. You crash a real car, it costs money. You crash a virtual car, who gives a shit?
Not only that, it fucking hurts.
Yeah, there's that too.
Yeah. But anyway, I'm gonna be mute. You guys need anything, just shout my name.
Have fun.
Yep. So now that we got the
Got
turn
it,
1
thank you.
mess kind of out of the way, cars are starting to get settled in. Nick hasn't really pulled a massive gap after lap 1. He's only about half a tenth up. As we see Castro trying to take a peek at Jared.
Yeah,
Chimilio.
Luis and Ferris wound up way down the order.
Yeah, I think they got caught out in that lap 1 incident.
Yeah, I think I saw Ferris was sideways. I think he was just trying to avoid carnage and almost spun it.
Dale saying that the drivers are onto him. He's gonna have to start making shit up. Dale, I thought everything you said was making shit up.
That's the great. Yeah, that's the great thing about it, Dale, is nobody is going to, like, unless they have a Twitch stream or something like that. You can say whatever you want to. It's all like hearsay.
I mean, you can say whatever you want now.
That's true. Freedom of speech, right?
Alternative facts, freedom of speech, fake news,
Yeah.
I don't know, whatever you want to
There you
call
go.
it. So, Juan Kairos, who was up into 3rd, actually lost the position from the start. He's now in 4th. Hutch has moved up to 3rd. There is a gap forming between the top 2 and then the rest of the field. It's about 2nd, 1.1 after 2 laps. So Carl Big is hanging in there, trying to hold on to Nick Alvarado, and Hutch is falling a little bit behind. Further down the field, we got a couple of close battles up in the midfield. As you see the cars.
Ferris and Artem are working their way back through the field. They just got around Clark Gould. Dylan Sauer is in tow as well.
As you see the single row of cars making their way down the straight. As Dylan Sauer makes his way past Brian Curzon in the Lexus. Bentley, Lexus.
Yeah, Artem has a lot of damage on the passenger side of his car.
Shouldn't have gone 4 wide into turn 1. That's all I'm saying.
Telling you.
I mean, I called it.
You.
I said, that looks like Artem is going 4 wide. And sure enough, Carl Big is about to make a move on Nick Alvarado down to turn 1. Nick had to cover up the inside. Carl's going to get the outside. Who's going to be better on the brakes here? Oh, they door bang a little bit.
That's just, that's Nick's ping right there. You can see his car wobbling a little bit.
Yeah, Carl's gonna pull a sneaky.
And I think Nick had to move over a little bit late to cover him, and I think Carl had to avoid hitting him in the back end going down the straight.
Yeah, and then Hutch, that's given Hutch an opportunity.
And Hutch and Nick have fought so hard against each other in the M2 races that Hutch really wants to beat him today.
I mean, who doesn't? Enough of this guy.
Also, Hutch did an endurance. I was watching his stream yesterday, and he did an endurance race, and he's like, "Yeah, I'm just gonna arrive and drive," because he's done like no practice.
Well, he's dangerously close to Carl down the back straight as they go into the hairpin. Look at that Bentley, you can just see it coming up in the braking zone. Big old deer headlights. The big car. Who in their right mind was like, you know what? You know that $250,000 big ass luxury coupe we make? Fuck it, let's take a GT3 racing.
Let's strip it and make it into a race car.
Even better, we'll keep the steering wheel on the right side, because why not?
Guys, I have returned.
Did you bring lights for everybody?
Hello, return?
Wait. What?
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 It was only one incident until
Nice.
now. Seconds,
Perfect.
it's so hairy, is going to Wednesday. I'm not touching that thing.
Max Diggs making a run on Oliveira. They're gonna drag race,
Yep.
and you got
Luis
Luis Castro
Castro.
by Jared.
Yeah. Luis is actually in enough tow to
For the
try
back,
and...
Ferris, Chamilio, Bruce 3 wide.
Ferris on the inside almost clipped the rear end of Chameleon there. Ferris has been known
Bruce is
to...
in the yellow car.
Oh, that's right. Yeah, he's been known to murder people recently, as him and Artem both try to hug the inside.
Yeah, that's
Have you seen me
clearing out
saying
too
that
wide.
the Bentley is the lightest GT3? You know, it is, but I'm just saying, like, who... You know, you look at a McLaren and it just makes sense that you would go GT racing with it. Like, you look at a BMW, it has a history
looks
of
like a
doing it.
race car.
Yeah, you look at an Audi, it's just who thought I'm gonna take a $250,000 luxury cruiser GT, like, let's be honest, it's pretty much a sedan.
With naturally no arrow.
Oh, and Ferris murders, who was that flying off in the background?
I think that was
Chamilio.
I don't know if he murdered him. I think because Chamilio was behind Ferris. I think he just ran off on his own.
No, not Chamilio. Ferris tapped the rear end of Bruce Hopkins and almost spun him around.
Oh, a little.
Yeah, that was a
Bump to
little love
pass.
tap.
Yeah, Stardom used the opportunity to get 2 freebies.
Now
So
if-
Arden P19.
If Ferris tapped Bruce, because Bruce has lost position to Clark Gould, that could be a penalty.
I mean, if it registered, I would hope it did, because I definitely saw a love tap.
I will check this.
60 and 41, 2
It
contacts
is
registered.
registered.
Yep. And yeah, he did lose spots for that.
So we could have some bad boy points incoming.
Dylan Beveridge taking a look around the outside of Lukey into turn 1.
Okay,
God,
so
that-
did Savage just show up late? Because he's at the back of the grid working on Brian Curzon, and I don't remember seeing him in qualifying.
He did not quali, no.
Because we have 28 cars now.
Yes, he did show up late. Well, there goes Dylan Beveridge on the inside of Lukey again.
The contact existed.
And he is going to get past him, and he is now coming under pressure from the other Lukey. Some Lukey on Lukey action.
Hello. There's a specific website for those kind of videos.
Huh?
Just bump drafting, says Dale.
I mean, yeah.
Skin on skin.
Can you bump draft in ACC? Like, look,
No.
you drifting that
I don't
Porsche.
think so, no.
No.
I
No,
think
you
ACC
cannot. You should
physics
not.
will yeet one of the cars.
Yeah, well. Yeah.
Well, even trying to, like, if somebody runs out of fuel and you try to push them around, the cars will, like, freak out and one of them will go flying.
Yes.
He says, what in Alabama is going on in here?
Is Lukey from Alabama? I don't know.
I don't know, man. I know
but they're-
there's racing a.
I think they're cousins or one of them's uncle.
They
I
are
don't know.
cousins, yes. I just don't know if they're from Alabama. Oh, yeah. Lukey is getting super loose in the Lexus. Track is up to 45 Celsius, by the way. It's a hot one.
That's what she said.
Uncle on nephew. Hey, man, look. Whatever. I don't discriminate.
Dylan Sauer, little loose coming out of the final corner, trying to get past Oliveira.
Yep. Luis Castro's going to take a look around the inside of Max Diggs into turn 1. He is going to have to back out, though, as Max covers up the inside. So Luis is going to have to line up and wait for one more lap to make his move. Dave Miller and Brian Curzon going to drag race it down the straight. Red Lexus on red. My God, they look like the same car from the front.
Lexus is on Lex, yeah.
Dale with the pit lane report of Ferris is a clown. Yes.
There you go.
Confirmed.
Yes.
It's not much of a pit lane report. I mean, we all knew that already. Oh, Rados has caught John Jorgensen.
Yeah, he is going
P5,
to
there.
get. He is going to get past him before the hairpin. He's going to
clean.
move right in front of him, and go hard on the brakes. I feel like every time you do that, it puts a lot of pressure and a lot of faith on the guy behind. You know,
Yeah, I
like
don't
you got to
know that I
really
would-
trust.
I don't know that I would Porsche brake in front of a McLaren with its notoriously bad brakes.
Sleepy Jovi's last to first challenge. Yeah, we've been keeping an eye out. He's so far making up 2 spots in the last 10 minutes.
Yeah, he's got a lot of work to do. Sauer's going to move by De Oliveira. Well, I say that. They're going to go side by side. De Oliveira's not going to give this up.
Bruce Hopkins looking at 6 seconds of damage.
Sauer's got the inside. I think he's going to make it work here now.
Lambo in these temps is a big F. Ooh,
Penalty report.
Oliveira
15
almost-
seconds to Ferris 80.
almost gets tapped by Clark Gould as they go into the chicane, and now that's going to give, what is that, Chimilio
Yeah, Dave
a
Chimilio.
look. Look how much faster the Ferrari is in a straight line. Holy shit.
He's also got the draft from De Oliveira.
I mean, Chimilio's going to try and get this in the braking zone. He's going to try to outbrake him, which he does. He is going to keep it on the track. He's going to stay clean.
I mean,
So
it's
that
not,
gives-
that's not a class overtake, so I, mean, I don't know
Yeah.
if Gould super defended that, but
Max Diggs, Luis Castro, and
Jared.
is that, yeah, Dorcius.
Oh, that's Dimitri Dorcius.
Another pit lane report from Dale. Lukey not happy with tires. I'm guessing Dale's in Discord.
No kidding. As Lukey just ran off the track and allowed other Lukey through. Yeah, Michael Lukey is struggling.
Yeah, its track is up to 46 Celsius, so it is getting hot really quickly.
And that little 4-pack that we were just talking about, they're about to catch the Lukies.
Porsche also has a peculiar characteristic. When it's fed on fuel, the fronts are super like pressured. When it gets lighter, it gets under pressure. There's no perfect situation.
And so far, the top 4 keeping relatively close. They haven't allowed Nick to get too far out ahead. He's only got about a 1.5 gap.
Yeah, and I mean you got Hutch trying to keep up with Carl, and then Kyrus in the background. I mean, really good race for him keeping up with these 3.
Yeah, he is not losing ground to them at all.
But I do want to see Max and Luis because
Fires
now
anywhere?
they're both getting a tow from Dorcius. I mean,
Fires
look at that
having a
Porsche
massive look.
closing the gap.
We've also got Tez working on Wallace for P7.
Oliveira in the pits super early. Doesn't look like he has a lot of damage. I think this might be a tire pressure thing. 46C like a regular day in Sao Paulo. Sounds like it. Sounds like hell.
No, in the north, yes.
Oh,
In São Paulo, it's
Chimilio
like
yellow
35.
flag. That looked like it was either self-inflicted or by himself.
Check it. No context register.
Yeah.
Yeah,
Yeah, I
Dave
think
just
that
gave
was
that
just,
position back to
just
the probably
him.
just a little over, a little too hot
Joby?
in the corner.
Caught up to Bruce Hopkins, looking to make a move here as they go around the final couple of turns.
Oh, side note, if
Sorry,
you
not
haven't
bad.
gone to our YouTube channel and checked out the little intro, Pint Series 8 trailer that Savage made, it's pretty legit.
Oh shit,
So-
it was him?
Dorcius has been passed by both Max Diggs and Luis Castro. Luis had to basically take the inside line, trying to get around Max. Heat exhaustion. It's only 36 Celsius. This is like Thiago's I'm gonna stop wearing a jacket temperature.
Not gonna lie, this is when I turned into the no sleep stuff.
Listen, if you show up to a race and it's 36C out and you don't bring enough water to keep yourself hydrated,
You're gonna
deserve
pass
it.
out. Yeah.
If you get heat exhaustion, that's on you. Bring an umbrella.
I actually would be happiest.
Look, all these
35.
fans they're in the shade. What are they? Oh, not these people. Like, I guess you have to suffer to be in turn one.
You do. Yeah, if you want to be
Louis,
in
have you
the
looked
in the
at this?
hot zone. I mean, they're also waving flags. Like, that's just gonna... You're gonna expend more energy. You're just gonna get more sweaty. You're gonna lose more water.
Yeah, put on your fucking safari hat. Get your
Sit
ball
your
of
ass
water.
down.
Just chill.
Yep, Jared looking to make a move on Dorcius. I don't think this is the right place to pass. But what do I know? I don't race. I'm not a racist.
Oh my god, oh no, god no. Mm-mm.
Oh, they
No.
are packing up at the front. Nick must be having tire issues. We're 15 minutes of the race. I imagine his tires
Big
are
surprise.
toast.
Yep, Tez trying to take a peek around Wallace. If I were him, I would line this up and try to get him before turn one. Try to get that toe of the, of the Aston. I think that's what he's trying to do here as they go around the last couple of turns into the chicane. I'm just staying close, playing it smart.
Fun fact, this is maybe the most compressed the field has been during the first 15 minutes of a race. The
Yeah,
field's very much together.
I feel like we need to equalize BOP somehow, whether it is with rain or super hot temperatures, or everyone in the same freaking car. Tez is gonna
Yeah,
stay tucked in behind Wallace. He is gonna try to take a look around. He doesn't have the speed. He does bump Wallace a little bit, but he backs out of it. So a little bit of a love tap from Tez on Wallace.
Yeah, Nick has developed the wobbles. Carl is all over him. Hutch right behind.
The wobbles. I mean, he was in Discord complaining during practice that his car is too oversteery, which is not something that you can hear. Hutch, though, is right over the back of Big, and I think if Big doesn't pull a bit of a gap here before they go down the next stop straight, he might have him. He actually might have him here.
Yeah, he could get freight trained by Juan as well.
Oh,
welcome car person. Welcome.
so you're saying Hutch is going to run a train on Carl?
I think Hutch and Juan could both run a train on Carl.
Oh,
They're gonna lay down the pipe. Oh wait,
Oh.
what?
oh,
There's going to be a lot of rubber involved.
oh.
Mm-hmm. Skin on skin.
Yeah, somebody can play that.
My voice is not that good. Never mind. Forget about it.
Yeah, we got Wallace, Tez, Robus, and Renault all stacked up as well. So a couple little 4-car battles going on up in the top 10.
Oh my god, yeah.
Yep, so Nick...
Up until... Oh, please go.
I was gonna say, Nick seems to find a lot of speed in Sector 3. So the slow speed corners, the Honda seems to do pretty well in.
It's very nice.
It is very nice, yes. But the high speed corners is where he gets loose. Oh, Carl got super loose into turn 1.
Roberson gonna have a look on Tez into turn 1. Not close enough to do it.
Yeah, adding to my point that right now nobody is in Sector 2, which means like the field is so close, and that's so good to see.
Yep, Luis Castro still trying to make his way around Max Diggs. He is going to overcook his tires if he stays behind that Porsche for much longer. Artem in the pits, most likely to repair damage and swap his tires out.
For sure.
Same with Tez. Tez keeps catching up to Wallace, but he doesn't have enough to get past him, and then he falls back. So I have to think that following a car, Chimilio under a yellow flag again, he is parked sideways on track.
Yeah, I think that's where he had the solo issue earlier.
Yep, yeah, he
Was it the
just
1-2 complex?
spun out of turn 1, hit the sausage, and the car just basically flipped around.
Dale says in chat, when asked about how they're enjoying the race so far, interviewing Gabriel and Mateo Torres, they responded, "Who are you and why are you talking to me?"
Can we see a full map? Sure. Let it be known that I take requests. Full map incoming.
Oh snap, that's a thing.
Yeah, I usually have the map off because it just takes up so much space.
It does.
It's unrealistic.
Artem out of the pits, and he's right into the leaders. That's not really good.
That's fun.
Yep.
That's a bad place to be.
Luis Castro is gonna. He's not close enough, so every time at a turn, like Max has a much better sector 3, especially the last chicane. So even though Max moves on the side to cover up the inside into turn 1, Luis is gonna try and take a look around the outside. It's not enough.
Thank you for the follow, Pere.
So further down the field, we still got Tez trying to work his way around Wallace and trying to defend against Robeson at the same time. And now Renault is caught up to the three-way battle happening here. So Wallace is kind of the cork in the bottle for this group. And then Carl Big and Nick Alvarado, he is now 1/10 off.
Nick is driving super defensively. He is sliding all over the place out there.
Oh, Nick went wide.
Line.
That's a track limits for sure. I took
So
it for less than that.
Parks it on the apex.
Yes.
That was a last ditch effort there to keep Carl behind him.
Yeah, I actually don't know how he held on to that spot.
Nick,
he gets
Nick with the
terrible
slide.
chicane. Carl
Yeah, he got
has
loose on
the
the first
opportunity.
curve.
Oh,
Oh my
Carl
God.
almost taps the side panel of Nick. Nick
Yeah.
blocking Carl.
That's your one move, buddy. I mean, Carl is a long slide, so he has got, and Hutch is going to follow him through. They're going to pull a train and
Two
run
for the
past Nick
price of
Alvarado. You're going to push Nick out wide.
Oh, Nick's
Where
gonna get
was
the
this
inside line
turn?
into turn 2 though. Oh, he got
He's
loose.
going to lose one.
Yeah,
Alright, but that was a mega job by Alvarado to hold one of those places. What a turn one.
But for how long? I mean, how much did you just
No.
cook your tires on that?
yeah. And I mean, you can see. I mean, Kairos is catching up. Nick is slow. He is struggling. Thought the Honda was good, bro. What happened?
Maybe it's not this place.
Hey, there's Victor in chat.
So as we were watching this battle, Luis has finally gotten past Max Diggs. So he moves up to the P15. Normally I would pan over to them, but this is... You don't see this very often. I'm
Yeah, I'm keeping an
gonna
eye on
stick with
Tez, Wallace, and Robeson.
going to stick with it as much as I can. Because let me enjoy this. Let me enjoy seeing Nick Alvarado struggling and being passed by multiple people.
God. Rude.
Is it though? DM me for
Rude it
coaching on how to
is.
get past.
Oh my God.
How to get overtaken. By the way, we do not allow advertising on our channel, so somebody should tell them about the team name. So, oh, Nick is in the pits. Yep, he is overcooked his tires. So he is going to dive in. He's going to take care of those.
Yeah, that's early.
That
Rose into the
is
pit as well.
early.
To continue to hound Wallace.
Kyrus is about to make a move on Hutch down into turn 1. Hutch is going to move over. He's going to let Kyrus have the inside line, try to do an over-under, but Kyrus is going to park it on the apex of turn 1.
A little flashing going on by Hutch.
Yeah, I think Hutch felt like he was getting blocked, which, I mean, to be fair, it's Kyrus' corner, you know? Still flashing away in the background. Deal with the pit lane record.
They've
Alvarado's
also got Rados and Jixer now caught up.
Alvarado's at a disadvantage actually having to race people. Yes.
Bruh.
Alvarado overshoots pit box. Ooh, big F.
Robeson, Alvarado, Clark Gould also in the pit.
Oh, yep, I feel like Hutch is being held up a little bit by Kyrus here. And I think that's going to frustrate him a little bit.
Now, you said Hutch moved over. Did he let Juan through?
I don't think he... So Juan was on the inside as Hutch just...
flashing away.
Yeah, as Hutch took the outside line into turn 1, and Kyrus got him at the entry of turn 1, but because he took the inside line, he had to basically park it on the apex.
Right.
And Hutch didn't like that. Because he almost tapped him, he almost hit him. As they were going
Hutch
through
felt
turn
like
1.
he got dived and then blocked. Yeah, that's possible.
I looked like a clean overtake to me, as Hutch is going to dive into the pits now.
Yeah.
So,
guys, remember when I said that it was bad for Artem to be near the leaders? 5 seconds to Andrew Rados for running into the back of Matt Artem into the seat turn.
oof.
Tez gonna have a run at Wallace on the straight.
Yeah, he had to bail out of the draft early, otherwise he was going to hit him. He's going to tuck back in, though.
Sorry.
So I don't think he's close enough to really make a move as Thiago rails another line of cocaine on stream.
No.
I mean, you have to keep up with all the action.
Yes, a lot of numbers being called.
Carl Big in the pit. Beverage, Dylan Sauer, Jorgensen, Paul Renault.
Bullet, it is the anniversary of Senna's death. It was nice to see all of the F1 teams on Twitter and Instagram and paying their respects.
That doesn't hurt at all.
So Nick stuck behind Brian Curzon through the final chicane. Curzon's gonna run him wide. Don't try to pass Brian in a silly place because he will not give you space.
Brian Curzon
draft him. He's trying to get out of his way, but Nick wants to draft down the straight. I kind of hope Brian stays in this. Nah, he's gonna back out though.
No, he's gonna back out, yeah.
I think it would be funny for Brian to race him into the corner. I mean, it's for position.
It is. There's no requirement to move over. We even told people, like, just because somebody's a different class doesn't mean you shouldn't, you know.
Yeah, you
like,
don't have to move over. Clark Gould, I believe, dived into the pit there.
Yep. Yeah, you don't have to move over. Like, don't be a jerk about it, but if they're clearly faster, let them go.
42 stop and go speeding in the pits.
Oh, that's Dylan Sauer.
That's Dylan Sauer, yep.
Wasn't me, swear.
As we
John
see
Jorgensen gonna
Jixer.
make his way.
Yep, going around Curzon.
There you go.
So now the question is, everyone that pitted already, which is pretty much all of the front runners, they pitted early. So
You think it's pressures issues?
I don't know if it's pressure issues. There could be that. What I'm trying to, like, are their tires going to hold on till the end of the race?
That is a very good question. It's not getting cooler, it's getting hotter.
It is, yes.
Yeah, can you drop pressure to get a little bit less temperature in the tires, or?
I mean, right now, I would drop pressures and open up my brake ducts to max.
You can't during the race.
Oh,
If they
that's
didn't
right.
on the start, it's done.
Oh my gosh, Carl just almost got into the back end of David Miller coming out of the final corner.
No!
But him and Hutch are tucked up right next to each other.
God damn it, Carl.
Yeah,
Jesus.
if you weren't here last season's Barcelona race, Carl Big in the last chicane Miller tried to move out of the way, and I guess Carl
Yeah.
just he moved out of the way for
strong.
Nick Alvarado. Nick
Well, he
passed him
moved
on
for
the right.
leaders, because
Yep,
they
and
were
then-
all stacked up 1, 2, 3.
He moved to the left coming out of the last chicane, and then Carl just guessed that he was going to move right and just basically plowed right into him.
Yes. But it's not the only track. I think it happened in another track. Carl also ran into, I think, Donington? Carl
Yeah,
also ran
so-
into the back of Miller.
So those two have a, I wouldn't say a history, but Carl has a history of murdering Dave Miller.
Oh, Lewis's low pressure will raise temps.
He will, because the tires have more contact with the ground. But
Listen, get out of
like,
here with your
it's very-
physics.
Shit.
I
But
don't
it's
know
very
goddamn
easy,
physics.
like-
Oh, Robeson. That's a bold place to try to make a move on Curzon. Robeson's getting a very antsy trying to get past him. I mean, just wait until the straight.
Hey, he's got Wallace right behind him and needs to try to get it done.
Yeah, and I mean,
Carl-
Brian's not moving
Carl-
over, but he's not really driving on a aggressive line either. He's just driving his race. And
Yeah,
Robeson
Carl
is,
and Hutch have
Robeson's
cut
gonna hit
Dave Chmelia.
Curzon.
Oh,
As
don't
Curzon
blame
Pissed at
Brian.
it.
Finally
Murray
moves
in
out of the
back.
way.
Dave
Oh.
Chmelia just bailed out of the second part of the final chicane and dove into the pit, trying to get out
Ye-
of Carl and Hutch's way.
Yep. Robeson trying really, really hard to keep Wallace behind him as Wallace gets loose into the chicane.
Dylan
Probably,
Zawa, stop and go cleared.
Probably feels a little bit slighted by Brian not moving over, which again, it's for positioning. He doesn't have to move over.
And I mean, it is the faster driver's responsibility to overtake cleanly.
Yep. I believe that is, who is that coming out of the pits? That is car number...
Dylan Zawa clearing his
I think
stop
it's
and
Renault.
No.
That is not Renault.
42, yeah. Dylan Zawa clearing his stop and go.
Oh, it's Murray.
Can you hear me?
Yes.
Yeah.
We're just ignoring you on purpose. Sorry.
Yeah.
You motherfucker.
No, Dylan Sauer came out behind Carl and Hutch.
Oh, that was one more. I apologize.
Yeah, I was looking at Murray because he came out of the pits right in front of this Robeson-Wallace battle.
Speaking of which, Kyra is on the pits.
So Robeson still fighting really hard to keep Wallace behind. And up at the front, Carl still has about half a second gap down to Hutch, so Hutch isn't really getting any closer, or if he is, he can't make a move. However, Nick Alvarado is 4.2 seconds back, and they all completed their pit stops.
Yeah, Nick had from what Dale said in the pit report, a disastrous pit stop.
By the way, you're better.
Oh, pit lane report coming in. Alvarado at 3 track cuts.
He's president. Are you?
Oh,
there?
I'm better because the COVID thing last week. I think so. I mean, I don't know. I never confirmed that I
Yes,
had
it
it.
is the question.
so.
You were like a dead man walking last week.
I'm always dead. I'm dead inside.
Yeah, Paul acts the same way all the time, whether he's sick or not.
Yeah,
Let's be honest.
I'm just dead inside.
So Nick has 3 track cuts, so he's got to be a good boy.
He is, which is probably why his lap times are about half a second slower than Carl and Hutch. So Dale was right. Nick actually has to race people and it's all falling apart.
How does... Okay, so I have a question. So Hutch just overran the first corner. It's showing that Hutch has the fastest lap of the race at a 44.8, but Carl Big just ran a 44.7 last lap.
Maybe it was invalid.
So... I don't know.
I don't know.
It shows his personal best at 44.7.
Yeah, I don't know.
Whatever.
Who knows things?
Just kudos things.
Yeah, who knows?
But yeah, Hutch went a little deep into turn 1, so he's dropped a couple tenths back to Carl.
Yeah, but still keeping Carl honest. Can't really make any mistakes here because he is right behind. And I know, like you said, after the M2 race, Hutch really wants to beat Nick, which he is so far today. But I think he's looking for a win. Temporarily, Joby's up into P5. So last to P5,
Yeah.
at least for the next 10 minutes or so.
And one of the, 6 cars that haven't done a pit stop yet?
Yep. Yeah, we got Curzon, Tez, Lukey, Sadie, and I know Ferris likes to go long Jared, and Joby. Everyone else has completed their mandatory stop. Pit window does close in about 20 minutes.
And they report Gould ends race. So Clark Gould out.
Oh,
First casualty of the weekend.
Wonder why.
Not sure. No, that's not my name. I'm actually not sure. Not sure. By the way, if you haven't seen Idiocracy, I actually don't watch it because now it's just depressingly accurate.
Clark
was-
Gould in Series
it
8
was-
chat had to drop. Sorry, guys. So
It was funny like 10 years ago. Now it's just like, ah, shit. His case fan stopped working and his FPS were... oh. Ouch. Does Nick
Yeah, you
Alvarado
know-
even have case fans? Because sometimes I can hear the fan that supposedly is blowing directly on his motherboard. Like his house fan.
Does Nick have air conditioning?
No. Actually, no, he does. He said he does. But in like, I think it's in one room.
Right.
Like, he has a little mini split thing. Does Tiago have air conditioning? Well, Tiago lives in a tree. It just the wind
Yeah,
just
they don't
blows
have.
by.
You can't put
Yeah.
air conditioners in trees.
No.
probably the tree will probably fall. Do you know how much energy that thing produces? Jesus, no.
No,
I don't like it at all.
John Lukey
I have
in
at
the
work and I
pit.
die every time.
Ryan Curzon's going to come out of the pit behind Hutch.
Yep, Hutch still.
Hutch, he is overrunning turn one. I don't
Yeah,
know if that's
he-
just his line, but he's losing a lot of time to Carl there.
Yeah, I think he's trying to make a move and he just kind of misjudges it a little bit. Tiago lives in a jailhouse with white walls and floors.
Oh, Tez and Renault side by side.
Yep, Tez is gonna get past Renault.
Wait. So
I'm
Renault
waiting.
just dropped?
Oh my god, no. What happened to him?
Not sure.
Not sure.
Oh,
So the only two people out on track who have not pitted yet are Joby and Ferris. So, and
Secom.
Jared. Yeah. So
Secom.
even for a
Jared.
little bit, Ferris is leading the race as he dives into the pits finally.
you guys let me know if you want a penalty over a run.
Do I want a penalty? I mean, sure, hit me.
Uh-huh.
What do I get?
Wait,
30
penalty
seconds a
to
minute?
car number douche in turn Barcelona.
Hey, if the penalty should be applied, the penalty should be applied. I do not play favorites.
No.
No, the Ferris is getting one.
I would hit my own mother with a penalty if I could.
Jesus Lord! If I could, it means you want it, you sicko!
What?
Jeez.
I mean, like, if,
I will hit.
you know, whatever.
If I could, so you're just waiting for the opportunity to, so you can?
We have
Dale.
a Clark Gould update. He turned off the master fan switch on the outside of his case and didn't notice.
Thank you, Dale,
So-
for the correct pronunciation of Jared's last
Yeah.
name. That,
Thanks,
it
Dale.
actually explains a lot.
Yep.
Yeah.
Got it.
I always got confused, like, how do I say it? But now that Dale let us know, it makes a lot of sense.
Roger.
So Hutch has caught Carl again. So he overruns turn one every time, but then he manages to catch up throughout the lap.
You would think that by now he would realize maybe if I don't overshoot T1, I have a better chance. It's called having a smooth brain moment.
Yeah, it is one of those things where Carl's got to keep him behind because Hutch is catching up so much during the lap that if he manages to get by and doesn't have to overrun turn one, he's just going to be gone.
Right. Rados with a 5-second penalty for being Rados.
No!
Wow.
That's
kid.
rude.
Is that an American flag on the rear window of the rear quarter window of the Bentley? I feel like that's sacrilege. Like Milo would have something to say about that.
Yes. I don't think Milo cares
I mean,
about the Bentley though.
You don't put the flag of the manufacturer on the car. You put the flag of the driver on the car.
Pit lane report. My mom's still serving a penalty from week 1.
F.
Stop and go a million.
So Hutch got loose on the exit of the final chicane, and is going to draw back. He probably could have had a run on Carl if he hadn't had a little
So
slip.
he stopped overshooting turn 1. So he got a clean turn 1 now, as we see Dylan Beveridge with a 5-second penalty for being Dylan Beveridge.
No. I'm here. You could ask me, why did he get a penalty?
He got a penalty for not having the bald eagle on his car and putting a falcon on his car.
Bald eagle.
Why is it called a bald? It's not bald. Is it because the head is white?
Because it looks bald.
Yeah, it's kind of bald. Yeah.
Joby not taking tires. That is a bold strategy, Cotton. Let's see if it works out for him.
That's insanity.
I mean,
5 seconds versus an hour on this track.
Yeah, I don't think the 5 seconds is going to help you all that much. I mean, he comes out in a really good position.
Juan making a move on Nick Alvarado. So Nick is going to drop another position.
Damn, Alvarado's all over the place. He just got sand into Campsa.
Well, he's got to not get that last track cut, so he's got to be a good boy. He can't push.
Yeah, I wish I was a fish. I wish that ACC would show us if somebody took tires or not, but I guess we don't have that technology either.
No, sorry.
For a game that was meant for esports and broadcasting, this game has really shit broadcast tools. Anyway.
Don't be rude.
Nick trying to, that's really wide from Nick on the exit.
That was close to a track cut.
He's also got Rados right behind him, even though Rados has that 5-second penalty.
Yeah, so what's going to happen here is you can see the Ferrari is just so much faster than pretty much anything else. Even with the tow, Nick can barely keep up. And certainly doesn't have enough to try to make a move into turn 1. And you can see the gap with the Ferrari is growing. So Nick actually might fall under pressure from Rados. Who, even though he has a 5-second penalty, I mean, I would still push for this.
Oh, for sure. For sure. If you can keep ahead and actually open up a gap, you erase those 5 seconds.
Yeah, I mean, you still have 20 minutes to go. Like, that's a lot of time to pull away from a guy who has multiple track cuts.
He's a fast dude.
Also,
He can
you
build
have to
5
remember, in
seconds
the
in
last
20.
10 minutes, his tires are going to be shredded.
For
ACC Drive shows you, but that's a third-party app. Yeah, I'm not paying for that.
Yeah.
If somebody wanted to buy a subscription and gift it to New World Sim Racing, just saying.
Yeah, I have to give a shout out to ACC Drive. It's a great app, and it's a one-time pay ever.
Hey, that's what we can spend our Twitch dollary dues on.
There you go.
That's right. They're maple dollars.
Yeah.
I don't know how many licenses they give. Like, it's one user. But like,
I mean,
still,
Paul's the only
great
one who
app.
needs it.
So I think we had one more person drop out. I see 26 cars on track, down from the 28.
Yeah, we lost somebody. I don't see Dylan Sauer anymore.
Oh no. So the second Bentley has dropped out of the race.
Did I give him a penalty? No, I didn't.
No, he's the one who got the stop go.
Yeah, that kills a race for sure.
It's slightly more than iRenting track. I mean, like, yeah, it is
kind of cheap. It's kind of cheap.
But you know how people,
Victor said he was complaining about how much he is not looking forward to this.
you know how you buy a $1,000 iPhone and then you like 99-cent app? Fuck that.
Yeah, I know. Yes.
Yeah.
That's kind of how my mentality is.
I know.
You know?
Something you quote unquote shouldn't be paying, but you have to. Yeah.
Oh, ACC or iRacing released 3 new cars, $15 each. Hell yeah. Oh,
Yes.
$10 for
Buy all
ACC
3.
Drive that I would use every week. Nah.
The 3 cars are the same category. You can't use them 3. Just one.
And you can't even use
Yeah,
them
of course.
in the special events because they're like,
Yeah. Nobody
mean,
has it.
I bought the
we're-
Brazilian stock car thing, whatever it is. I
Me
haven't
too.
driven
Did you
it
buy
yet.
both? Did you buy both? Or
I just bought one of them. No, I'm not buying. Oh, Nick Alvarado spins into the wall.
Oh,
the big F.
Nick Alvarado is
That's a
now
heavy
pointing
hit.
the wrong direction with traffic coming. He's gonna have to wait for a minute. He's gonna pull out in front of Robeson.
Yeah, he
That
got
was a
loose
bit
on his
iffy.
own. He got
he just
loose on his own
over-rotated
and
the
just
car.
went straight into the wall.
I imagine
That
his
was
rear
a
tires
heavy hit.
were toast.
So Nick is
that-
going to drop down to P10.
That popped his hood.
That did. His car's smiling now. A little more than it was, but it's like
There's
Bugtooth
Sadie
smile.
gonna make
His-
a move on Max Diggs. Maybe not.
Ferris is doing actually kind of decent considering his start. P7.
Yeah, I mean, if I were Max, I would just let him by. He's got a 15-second penalty.
Yeah,
I don't
mean,
care.
P17 for now.
La
He's,
puta
how far is he gonna
madre!
drop?
He's gonna drop a bunch, yeah. The field's still decently compressed. Not a lot, but still decently compressed.
So after crashing, Nick Alvarado's now under pressure from Paul Renault, who is caught up to the back of him. He's within a second. If we had DRS, we would not be
No.
opening it
No,
because, I don't know.
fuck DRS.
Is finally gonna have a look on walls going into turn one.
It's a bold move.
Yeah.
It's hard. That's the thing. It's very hard to do it in that particular part of the track. That's your best chance is to try to force an error, and he is glued to the back of the Aston.
Yeah, he is looking everywhere, but Wallace just in that Aston, so stable.
Just Aston things. Oh, he's going to take a look around the
slide.
inside. Somehow keeps it together, doesn't hit the Aston Martini. Yes.
Oh, Wallace gonna go deep into the corner. Ted's gonna try to sneak on the inside. He might have him here.
Gute Nacht, Vilexa.
Wallace still slightly ahead.
Shungyuga.
What?
Ted's gonna have to try again. Oh. We have a one-lap driver on board with Nick Alvarado. Just so we can watch his pain.
We will wait for him.
I'll let you know when he gets to the start-finish line.
Not even
He's
like
not
let me
there
know
yet.
when he's getting to the
Yeah.
chicane. Actually, I can see him on map. I'll start it from the chicane because I want to see him go through those chicanes because I know it's going to be a pain. Like Schadenfreude to me.
Vicini in the chat, show us Alvarado pain. I think Paul
We
actually shared that.
literally
with us.
just said that.
Talk to. Okay, he's there. Switch over to Alvarado.
Oh wow, yeah, he's getting super loose in the chicane.
We can do it side by side if we need to. If people want to watch, like Hutch and Carl going at it.
Victor with the goddamn it, Thiago. I agree, Victor. You're right.
Fuck y'all, sometimes I'm looking at something else. Maybe I have two jobs doing one. So,
So
fuck
Carl,
you.
Carl and Hutch have caught Dave Miller.
Oh, listen to how much Nick has to lift into turn 3 in the long right-hander. He has to basically just completely come off the throttle.
Here we go. Miller's going to pull over and practically stop and let the 2 leaders go through. GG Miller, you're a hell of a guy.
Oh, 999 touch 662. Something happening up there.
Victor saying he fixed his PC, and Dale saying Alves has had one too many beers.
Right, because he know he's right
Yeah,
beside me.
that's the commentator booth report. So we
Yeah.
have pit lane reporter and commentator
Looks
booth
like
report.
everything, yeah.
Yeah, Carl and Hutch making pretty good work of the back marker traffic. Let's see if they can catch De Oliveira before they get to turn 1. I would expect there to be a lot of flashing on the straightaway. Yeah, De Oliveira's just going to pull over to the side and slow down. Hutch going to
I
give
mean,
him flash as well.
Hutch is on a mission.
Oh yeah.
Get out of my way as we watch Nick making his way past the last chicane here. Hood bouncing off in the foreground there. Oh, getting a little loose. Hit the bump on the inside. And
Saw
that is,
massive off into Repsol and lost a bunch of positions.
that is one lap with Nicholas Alvarado.
So, fun race fact. Hutch's best lap of the race, 44.850. Carl Biggs' best lap of 44.855. So 5 thousandths of a second separate the 2 leaders' best lap.
Mm-hmm. Nick Alvarado's best lap, 45.
45 flat. Or no, I'm sorry. That's Juan's.
Oh, he's on a, yeah, Nick Alvarado's on a 45.015.
Yeah, 45015. Juan has a 45072.
Imagine that.
Murray sitting P6 also has a 45 flat.
Yeah. Yeah, some really good driving, especially from Juan today. He just kind of came out of nowhere. Victor's going to steward full time, which means everyone has to drive a Lambo. We're going to have a Lambo. Actually, you know what? I really do. Maybe we can take a break from doing Pint for the summer for a little bit, because obviously it's summer and attendance is starting to drop a little bit.
Anybody
I was thinking
not
of doing the
in a Lambo gets penalty.
I know. If you don't drive a Lambo, you just automatic 30-second.
Straight to jail.
Ferrari, straight to jail. Aston, believe it or not, jail. No, I was thinking maybe we could do like we do the M2 series, but we can do like a Super Trofeo. Because they are fun cars to drive.
Jared about to have a look at Dorcius coming into the hairpin, a little bit too far back.
Yep. Pit window is still open if somebody wanted to pit one more time. Nick, we got nothing to lose. Might as well just go for fastest lap, get 1 point. 2 points, actually. Actually. Yeah. Super Trofeo, sign me up. I can now race and suffer.
Listen, if we do a Super Trofeo series, Eric Groom is going to join and wipe the floor with everybody.
Oh yeah, he will just absolutely just shit on the rest of us. I know.
Like, he wanted to get switched to the Super Trofeo for this.
He wanted the rider for last race. Yeah, at Monza, and then he dropped out of the series. So, F. Yeah. Oh, Miller kind of drifting. Was that turn 7, 8? As he's trying to catch De Oliveira, who had, after having a really good quali, has fallen back down the field. I think he pitted also super early, so I think Oliveira's tires might be falling off massively.
Yeah, and I believe he's also slowed down quite a bit for blue flags.
Right. So Miller looking to make a move here. Jared still trying to get past Dorcius. Joby's made it up to P21. Artem up into P20 after having that lap 1 incident.
Yeah, Jared doesn't have a whole lot of reason to try to pass Dorcius because he is sitting P1 and AM. So he can be content to just kind of drive around for the next 9.5 minutes.
Did Hutch pit the same lap? You know what? I will buy ACC drive next week, I'll tell you. But I have no idea.
So their time in the pit was both 1:04.
Yes.
Hutch was stopped for 1 second longer.
Yeah, actually I think they pit the same lap because their stint timers are identical. So I think they pit the same lap. Nick Alvarado had a shitty pit stop about 5 seconds longer, so either they didn't, yeah, I think he overshot. Dale said he overshot his pit box. One interesting fact though, Nick's speed trap is the slowest of the top 3. So Hutch is at a 264 kilometers an hour. Carl is at 262, same with Juan Kairos. And Nick is at 257. Just a little interesting tidbit there. Kind of makes sense why he's so good in Sector 3 if he's running more wing than the rest of them.
Right. Top 3 or top 10?
Top 3, the top 10, there's other slower people. 254 for Rados in the Porsche, and then 251 for Murray. So the Porsches are still slower. Yes, Chad in P3 with the Ferrari. You know, the Ferrari is actually really strong here from what I've seen. It's, you know, I was watching Kairos a couple of laps back as Tez makes his way past Dylan.
Yeah, I think Dylan let him go there.
Well, it kind of looked like it. And Nick, for example, could not pull on the Ferrari on the straight. Like, he was falling behind even with the toe.
Pit window is closed.
John Lukey having a really quiet, but so far good race.
Yeah, look at him keeping up with Luis Castro.
Up into P15, I think. Did we lose the other Lukey? No, we didn't. He's up into P13. Yeah, keeping up with Luis.
The field is kind of spread out.
Yeah, I'm just trying to keep an eye out. So Hutch has about 3-4 laps to get past Carl. And how long do you think until he just has a mega send in a T1?
I mean, if you're waiting for Carl to make a mistake, trying to pressure him, I don't know that's going to happen. So yeah, he's going to have to make his own chance at some point.
Yep, you got one shot, one opportunity.
Yeah.
Yep.
You don't want to have your arms too heavy.
No. Mom spaghetti everywhere.
Yeah, don't throw up your mom's spaghetti.
Especially not on your sweater.
That's right.
The worst. Especially if she bought you that sweater too.
You gotta
Like,
get it dry
double.
clean because you can't just throw it in the washing machine.
Oh yeah.
And then you gotta put it in your car, and your car smells like throw up, and it's just a thing.
It really is. And then you go to the dry cleaning place, and they're going to charge you like 3 times as much because it's, you know, hazard.
Yeah.
Or they're going to just tell you like, no, we don't do this. Apparently we're both getting penalties.
Penalize me, Dale.
Ooh,
I dare you.
I'm going to laugh if we just drop out of Discord.
I'm waiting for it.
Oh, yo, I thought you already dropped out. I'm like, oh, great, it's just me now. Because apparently Tiago already dropped out.
I think Tiago left to go to the bathroom. I don't know.
Ooh.
No, I'm here.
Oh. No, he's giving like a 5-minute buffer so we can talk about what we've been talking about.
Oh, I see. He's going to talk about mom's spaghetti in a couple of minutes.
Yeah.
Victor's asking, where's Tiago?
He's here.
I feel like we just talked about this. Is Brazilian ping that bad?
Oh,
Tez?
Tez and Renault.
Yep, going up the inside. So that's one more spot for Tez. John Lukey is catching up to Luis slowly. Gap was half a second a couple of laps back, and now it's down to 0.3.
Yeah, I don't know that Renault fought that too awful much because he is sitting P1 in silver.
No, I don't think he did.
Like, Tez catches you, just let him go.
Miller has gotten past Oliveira. Miller's actually gone way wide in the hairpin. Did he go wide to let a blue flag by, or did he just go wide?
That looks like Wallace in front of him.
It does, but I mean, he went wide.
Yeah, Miller is known for getting run into whenever he tries to let blue flags go through, so he's probably making a lot of space.
We're not referring to Carl Biggin anyway.
No, negative.
Up at the front, Carl update. He is still holding back Hutch. Not by a lot, though. The gap has considerably shrunk, and Jorgensen's caught up to the back of Rados. We'll have to see if the Porsche can hold on against the McLaren. Why does the McLaren looks like a freaking pancake?
I mean, Jorgensen doesn't have to pass him because Rados has a 5-second penalty, so he can get a P3 just by staying close.
Yep. John Lukey tried to take a peek around the inside of Luis Castro down into turn 1. A little bit too far back though, couldn't really make a move. So we got about 4 battles up on track. We got Hutch up into to second place. We got Jorgensen keeping up with Rados, Lukey, and then further down the field, Miller and Oliveira. And Miller is under a blue flag again, so hopefully he doesn't just go off the track this time also. Carl's trying to win this race for the memory of toothpaste, the poor groundhog he met on Friday.
Sorry?
I have questions. I have a lot of questions.
For any ACs, what group of people you're watching? Like our community or drivers? So Carl and Hutch across the line. Looks like 2 more to go.
Apparently Tiago knows who toothpaste is. Tiago.
You found this channel recommended. We are New World Sim Racing. We are a North and South American based racing community, not just ACC, but iRacing, all this other stuff.
Oh, I didn't know about it. Shit.
We are very welcoming to new drivers as well as esports pros.
Quote unquote pros.
Yeah,
down in a
that die by
P9.
themselves. Hutch having a look on Carl, not close enough to make anything happen. So this is our pint, as Hutch almost punted Carl. This is the Pint series that we run on Sundays. It's an hour-long race, 4 different driver categories, 8 weeks with a 1-week break in the middle.
I think Dale linked the community Discord
Yeah,
in chat.
newworldsimracing.com, or what is it, discord.io/newworldsimracing.
Yep. While you were trying to explain who we are, Miller tried to go around the inside of Oliveira down in turn 1, but kind of went too deep in the corner, and Oliveira just got the spot right back.
Hutch having to look on the outside of Carl going into the hairpin. He's going to make his effort here. Side by side. Hutch is going to have the inside. Nice and clean so far.
The punt
Hutch
series.
makes it stick.
Last week it was the punt series.
Yeah, last week it was red flag racing.
By the way, if you do iRacing, we also do all of these special events.
Yes.
We do some of the weekend endurances like EES and VRS and whatever else ends in S.
IMSA.
IMS, all of those. So Hutch made his move on the second to last lap, and
Yep.
unless something major happens here, I think he's gonna have this in the bag. Barcelona is not the easiest track.
Yeah. Carl getting a little loose on the exit of 2 there.
Yeah, I think Carl's tires are overcooked
Yeah.
a little more than Hutch's.
I mean, from what little I know about ACC and the last couple times I've driven the Bentley, it is really good on tires and fuel.
Tez taking a look at Nicholas Alvarado, trying to put him back into P10. Tez is going to have Nick Alvarado. He's going to take the inside. Nick's going to have the inside of turn 2. Oh, Nick gets loose into turn 2. He is going to lose one more position. Nicholas Alvarado down into P10. Super clean overtake by Tez.
Yeah, Hutch pulling out a little bit of a gap. He's going to give a flash to Bruce Hawkins early.
La puta madre!
Yeah, I feel like that was a very... that was a far distance to be flashing people.
Yeah, just letting him know, hey, we're coming. We might catch you.
Jared got
Bruce
past...
just pulled over off the track and got out of the way. Bruce
Jared
is like
got
one of my
past
favorite people.
Max Diggs down on the last lap, so he's going to move up a position.
So Hutch will be your winner. Hutch crosses the finish line. Carl right behind.
Yep. So Carl going to be in P2. Very, very good drive from him.
Juan
What is
finishes
going
P3.
on the back straight? Lukey, and Luis Castro are about to go 3 wide into the hairpin.
So
As
Rados
Lukey
finishes
gets
just ahead of
loose,
Jorgensen.
he's going to let Castro by, and now he's coming under pressure from Lukey and John Lukey and Ferris Sadie. So I
Let's
think
see
Mike
Ferris getting mixed
Lukey's
up in this.
tires are completely destroyed as he gets loose going into the chicane. You can see that rear end just sliding.
Yeah, I think Luis is going to hold on to this unless something happens on the exit.
Yeah, Luis is going to have 13th. John Lukey P2 in silver. Jared P1 and Am by a long shot. As we watch the rest of the field
Yep.
making their way across the line.
Max Diggs going to get a podium in silver.
Yeah, really good race from Max. You know who didn't have a good race? This guy right here.
Which guy is that?
That is the guy with the weeb livery.
Oh, and Nick Alvarado. I
Yep.
see. So Savage finishes P21 before all the penalties and stuff are handed out.
Bro, it says. I kid. It is nice to see somebody else win for a change, though. So, I'll savor this one while I can. Up until next week. So, Hutch, first race of the season for him or second? feel like I should have these stats ready.
I think he's done another one.
Another one. Carl Bigdow's P2. Carl is the most consistent driver. I feel like that's how he wins over the course of a season. He's just consistently there.
Yeah, he's consistent and he doesn't get penalties.
No, he doesn't, which Nick has gotten before.
So Nick already saying 15 minutes the car was undrivable, posting pictures of his graining and blistering.
Hey man, everyone had to drive on the same track as you, you know?
I mean,
well, as always, thank you everyone so much for joining. Next week, we are back with a special 90-minute race at Bathurst, where I hear it might be hot and a little bit rainy. Who knows? Stay tuned.
And there could be some variability in there.
There could be, yeah. Does it rain in Barcelona?
In Australia?
Wherever Bathurst
fire.
is? I thought it just rained spiders and kangaroos or something.
Spiders and kangaroos. And it's always 1,000 degrees.
Yes, always. Well, as always, thank you so much for joining. We will see you next week. Same time, same place. Have a good Sunday. Bye, Thiago.
See you next week.
Bye.